Hey Athey kids and parents, Adam Best here. This weekend in Athey Kids, we're going to read about Jesus feeding the 5,000. We'll be asking the question, what is spiritual hunger and how can Jesus be the bread of life? The passage is from John chapter 6, verses 1 through 15. The crowds had seen Jesus perform many miracles, so they followed him to a remote place. By feeding the 5,000, Jesus brought to mind Moses' prophecy concerning Jesus and that he was the bread from heaven. He also showed that Jesus had in himself the power of God. The teaching points will slightly vary from classroom to classroom. For example, in the younger pre-K through first grade classes, the main points will be: hear the voice of Jesus, hunger for the things of God, and lastly, honor Jesus as God. In the older grades, we'll dig a little deeper. The points will be: come to Jesus, not to the things that Jesus gives. The fickle crowd that day was coming just for the bread. Come to Jesus, even when things look bad. This was his challenge to the faithless disciples. And come to Jesus, for he powerfully provides. This is pictured in how he provided a fulfilling sign in the feeding of the 5,000. And lastly, come to Jesus with honor and obedience. The crowd that day wanted to falsely crown Jesus, but he rejected that. This weekend, we want to drive home that those who seek only God's provision, forsaking the person of Christ, prove that they do not really love Jesus. They actually love themselves and their desires. Jesus is just a way to get what they want. These people will not find Jesus, for the gospel is really about being restored to a right relationship with God through his Son. That means wanting Jesus himself, trusting and honoring and obeying and delighting in him for who he is, the promised Messiah and the true God. This is the message we're hoping to communicate this weekend. And as always, we'd love to partner with you in that endeavor. We hope to see you this weekend. Until then, be blessed in Jesus' name.